I think I'm having an aneurysm. That wasn't direct. I think I'm having an aneurysm. Were you ever bi-curious? Actually, I'm far more gay than I am straight. Dylan is my first real boyfriend. I only had one fling before him. The rest of my sexual experiences were with females. And non-sexual, of course, but like, I'm not just bi-curious. I know what I like. But I don't like people for what they look like or what they have. I like them for who they are. So it just so happens that I was dating more women than I was men. How many times have you watched Transformers: The Last Night? What is your favorite quote and scene from the Transformers 5 movie? What do you wish you could have added to the movie and why? Well, we're not going to answer the last question because it would take 6 videos and a thesis paper. But I've watched it 4 times. And my favorite quote and scene from the TF5 movie, my favorite scene is where Optimus is trying to attack Quintessa and she starts electrocuting him and he gets stuck and he's like, "Say hello to my friend Bumblebee." And then all of a sudden Bee comes around the corner and shoots her in the fucking face. And he's like, "Sting like a bee." But that's not my favorite quote. My favorite quote is Optimus saying, "I have failed you. I have doomed Earth. Earth, the only planet in any galaxy whose people let me call it home." I don't think he says in any galaxy. I'm misquoting it. That's how little I've seen this movie, you guys. When I say I didn't watch it and I didn't like it that much, I mean it. Which bot will you always be biased towards? Optimus Prime. He could literally murder somebody in cold blood and I'd be like, he's having a bad day. Do you consider yourself as an inspiration to others? No, but the amount of people who tell me I'm an inspiration to them makes me feel like I should say yes so that they don't feel like they're saying it just to say it. I say this a million times. I would love to be an inspiration, but I don't think that I've done anything inspiring or I have the means to be such an inspiration. Yet. I think someday I will, but not right now. Speedy, if you could go to any Transformers dimension, which one would you choose and why? Transformers Prime. I want to know, who is your favorite Decepticon? Knockout. And are you doing a comic dub anytime soon? I love your voices, Wheeljack. Wow, nobody has asked me for a comic dub in literal years. Probably not, because nobody else likes them, and they make me cringe, but thank you, I appreciate you for liking them. By the way, you have a fan from Norway. Thank you. Do you still remember me after all this time? Yes. Do you have any tips for beginner Transformers artists? Just do it! Get it over with. Start drawing. It's gonna suck. It's gonna get better every time you pick up the pen or the pencil or the marker. It's gonna look better and you're gonna be like, holy shit. And in a month's time, you're not gonna know how you got so far. Study, put your mind at ease, and just do it, man. Just do it. What do you think about Starscream? Specifically Transformers Prime Starscream. I fucking love that guy to death. I love that I hate him, actually. If you could rate the movieverse from best to worst, what would your rating be, and what are your favorite moments and or scenes from the 5 movies? We're going in order from best to worst. Age of Extinction, Dark of the Moon, 2007, The Last Night, Revenge of the Fallen. And my favorite scene of all time from any of the films is, "Besides, who would you be without me, Prime? Time to find out." And there's a battle mask, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, holy shit! He didn't just say that! Yes, he did. That's the best line in the entire series. How old are you? 21. Who's your favorite actor? Not Transformers related. Well, unfortunately, it was Anton Yelchin, but that poor man met a very untimely death. So now it's probably Ryan Reynolds. I love your questions and drawings, but are you really going to make a movie? I'm not going to make a movie. I don't know who told you I was going to make a movie. I'm not gonna make a movie. Do you think the Bumblebee should continue to be the main character in Transformers media, or has the character run his course? Which Transformers character would you have chosen for their own solo movie? Optimus Prime, obviously. But I think, yeah, Bumblebee has run his course. They're gonna milk him, and then he's gonna become a terrible character, and I'm not happy about it. I think that they should choose somebody else. I love Bee, but I don't want to see him crash and burn. How did you come up with the idea for Remix? Well, I copied Lauren Bennett's character, Beatbox. I am a thief. Hey Speedy, just wanted to ask, have watched your videos and just wanted to know what your job is. I am a pet consultant and shift leader at a pet store. And if you had some tips for aspiring artists, don't give up, because as soon as you put the pencil down, you are failing yourself. If you get to spearhead a new Transformers cartoon series, how would you do it, story-wise and characters? Also with the characters, how would they be? And how would their personalities be like? I think we would go back to Cybertron. We would have a Fall of Cybertron, War for Cybertron-esque show. There would be little to no human interaction at all, but it would be more hardcore. There would be a lot of death, there would be a lot of violence. It would be closer to, as I said before, Saving Private Ryan than it would be to a kid's show. Because all Hasbro cares about are the toys. If I had the chance to spearhead whatever I wanted, it would be real, gritty, terrible. And we would follow a set of 6 characters, 6 main characters, so you'd have Optimus Prime, obviously. I'd want Ratchet back in the mix. Prowl, probably 2 new characters, and then I'd want Moonracer and probably RC. So we'd have 3 male, 3 female, primarily anyway. And the first 6 episodes, the pilot would be every single character's, own problems, and they'd all end up conforming and forming a band of brothers and sisters, and I think it'd be really cool. What do you think of Ratchet and Optimus? I ship it. Do you like the soundtrack from Transformers? Hell yeah! Have you ever been on TF Nation? I don't know what TF Nation is. Am I a bad fan? Do you know Corrales, Hertzpelzer, or Larry Draws? I know all of those people, and I know they're all incredible artists. Corrales is actually on Instagram, and they are unbelievably good. Hertzpelzer's incredible too. And Larry Draws is just out of this world. Huh. This is a good question. I remember you made a video I loved so, where you said what your favorite characters tell about you. Well then, about your favorite, what does she tell about you? I think that Optimus taught me that I was really selfish and that I needed to be more selfless. Optimus also taught me respect, dignity, honor. He's basically formed who I've become, and when you're a fan of Optimus Prime, that's what happens. So, all joking aside, I really have him to thank for, the adult that I suddenly have sprouted into, you know what I mean? Because I don't even know, how to balance a checkbook or anything, but whatever. Do you think I'll ever have a chance to be a great artist like you? I think you have the chance to become a great artist, but I'd really hope you wouldn't be like me, because as artists we grow and become our own people, and that's how you get a style, that's how you get a recognition. You basically will become who you're meant to become, but I just think you need to keep drawing. And I don't by any means think that I am a great artist. I think that I get very lucky a lot of the time. Hey, I love your art. Thank you. Was wondering if you have ever read MTMTE, and if so, who's your favorite character? I have read the first chapter, but my favorite character, hands down, is probably Rung. I like the way he looks. I also think that James Roberts could do a really great Rung voice. It'd be awesome. A weird question, but it's been a while since, and you haven't drawn any Transformers NSFW. I have, you just haven't seen it. Stop. What are you doing? Why are you looking at me like that? Is there a problem, officer? What? What? Okay, can I finish this Q&A, please? Hi, can I finish the Q&A, please? Thank you. Oh, his tongue went in my mouth. Sexy. What was it like meeting Peter Cullen the first time and seeing him at the cons you see him at as of recently? Meeting him for the first time, I literally cried, and the people came out afterwards, the helpers, and they were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I can't breathe!" And it was fantastic. The second time, he didn't remember me, but I think it's because he thought he had met me somewhere else, and I was like, "No, you never met me in Rhode Island. You met me in TFCon 2015. He was like, "You're gorgeous." And I was like, "Okay, thanks, bye." He's a great man, I love him. Oh my gosh, okay. Alright, you guys, you want to help me close out the Q&A? Well, you're gonna have to turn around, I think, but... Goodbye, everybody! Good job.